Hello everyone. Today we will solve a few most important MCQs on Bhratiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita, that is BNSS. Okay, which has replaced our earlier CRPC. And this topic is very recommended topic because देखिए जितना भी न्यू लॉ पास किया है that is BNS, BNSS and BSA, इन सभी का MCQs कोई भी बुक्स में अवेलेबल नहीं है as of now. Okay, so this video lecture will be very helpful for you all. Okay, so without any further delay, let's start today's session. See, the first question is about on which day the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 was enacted. This date is very important for your purpose. Okay, on which date the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita was enacted? Enact कब किया गया था? देखिए, options are on 24th November 2023, on 25th December 2023, on 30th December 2023, and on 31st December 2023. So in this case, the correct option would be option B. Okay, option B. Option B would be the correct answer. So the next question is our the investigation police officer in a case has a power to require the attendance of a person acquainted with the facts and circumstances of the case under options are देखिए options are under section 178 of BNSS, section 179 of BNSS, section 180 of BNSS, and section 181 of BNSS. Okay, so correct answer would be our option B, that is under section 179 of BNSS. That means the investigating police officer in a case has the power to require the attendance of a person acquainted with the facts and circumstances in the case. That means देखिए ये जो सेक्शन 179 ऑफ BNSS ये कौन सा सेक्शन से रिलेट करता है CRPC का? इट corresponds to section 160 of CRPC. That means जो हम लोग का CRPC में 160 में हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था, that means this officer's power to require attendance of witness. So section 179 and that means section 179 of BNSS and section 160 of CRPC is the same, which deals with the police officer's power to require attendance of witness, attendance of witness. That means section 179 is all about the witness. Okay, that means we can also say that section 179 and 160 of CRPC is the same provision. So in this case, the correct option would be our option B. That means under section 179 BNSS, the investigating police officer in a case has the power to require the attendance of a person, okay, acquainted with the facts and the circumstances of any case. ओके कोई भी एक पर्सन को रिक्वायर कर सकता है फॉर अटेंडेंस कि आप आके हाजिर हो इधर. किस क्या होगा? ऑप्शन बी वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर. नाउ मूविंग टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सी the next question is the power to direct investigation under section 175 subsection 3 of BNSS can be exercised by options are a magistrate, a session judge, both, either A or B. So in this case the correct option would be option A. That means as per section 175 subsection 3 of BNSS, the magistrate has the power to direct investigation. Okay, only the magistrate has the power to direct the investigation. That means section 175 is all about police officers' power to investigate cognizable cases. Police officers' power to investigate in cognizable case. Okay, so section 175 subsection 3 is all about the police officer's power to investigate in cognizable cases, but the power to direct the investigation is vested on whom? It is on the magistrate. Okay, so in this case क्या होगा? Option A would be the correct answer. Okay, option A would be the correct answer. And I also want to mention that section 175 subsection 3, that means we can say that section 175 of BNSS corresponds to which section of CRPC? It corresponds to section 156 of CRPC. That means सेक्शन 156 CRPC में हम लोगों ने जो प्रोविजन पढ़ा था, सेम टू सेम प्रोविजन कौन सा सेक्शन में दिया गया है अंडर BNSS? वो है सेक्शन 175. If you read the provision of section 175 subsection 3 of BNSS, so here it is written that the police officer may that means वो पुलिस ऑफिसर वो कर सकता है. इट इज़ नॉट मैंडेटरी ऑन द ऑफिसर. दैट मीन्स मे, अगर कोई भी एक सेक्शन में मे का यूज़ किया जाता है, दैट मीन्स इट इंडिकेट्स दैट इट इज़ नॉट द मैंडेटरी प्रोविजन का यूज़ पुलिस ऑफिसर कर भी सकता है और नहीं भी कर सकता. सो देखिए, द पावर टू डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टिगेशन अंडर सेक्शन 175 सबसेक्शन 3 ऑफ BNS कैन बी एक्सरसाइज बाय द मैजिस्ट्रेट. ओके, एनी मैजिस्ट्रेट can be exercised by any magistrate. Okay, any magistrate having jurisdiction has the power to direct investigation under section 170 subsection 3 of BNSS. So in this case क्या होगा? Option A would be the correct answer. Okay, so now moving to next question. Next question is our investigating officer during the investigation records the statement of a witness under which section of BNSS? So the options are देखिए, section 180 of BNS, section 181 of BNSS, section 182 of BNSS, and section 183 of BNSS. In this case, the correct option would be option A. That means under section 180 of BNSS, the investigating officer during the investigation records the statement of a witness. That means section 180 of BNS, it's all about examination of witnesses by police. That means examination of witness by police. Okay, so section 180 of BNSS is all about the examination of witness by the police, and this section corresponds to which section of CRPC? So this section corresponds to section 161 of CRPC. दैट मीन्स जो प्रोविजन हम लोगों ने सेक्शन 161 ऑफ CRPC में पढ़ा था, वो सेम टू सेम है कौन सा सेक्शन में? सेक्शन 180 ऑफ BNSS. Okay, so section 180 of BNSS is all about any police officer may examine orally. Okay, orally any person supposed to be acquainted with the facts and the circumstances of the case. Okay, then any person orally ये एग्जामिन करेगा एंड रिकॉर्ड करेगा उसका स्टेटमेंट. ठीक है, सो इन दिस केस क्या होगा? ऑप्शन ए वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, एंड वन मोर थिंग दैट आई वांट टू मेंशन दैट सेक्शन 180 कोई भी स्टेटमेंट वो रिकॉर्ड करता है, वो राइटिंग में ये रिकॉर्ड कर लेगा. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट सेक्शन 180 ऑफ BNSS. सो इन दिस केस ऑप्शन ए वुड बी द करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, सो नाउ मूविंग टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Question is our the magistrate records the confession. Okay, the confession of an accused or a statement of a witness during the investigation under which of the following sections of BNSS? Options are section 182 of BNSS, section 183 of BNSS, section 184 of BNSS, and section 185 of BNSS. So in this case, the correct option would be our option B. That means section 183 of BNSS. So section 183 is all about the recording of confession and statements. Recording of confession and statements. Okay, Okay, so section 183 of BNS is all about recording of confession and the statements. Recording of confession of the accused and the statements of the witness. That means the magistrate records the confession of the accused and the statements of witness under which section? Under section 183 of BNSS. So section 183 of BNSS corresponds to which section of CRPC? It corresponds to section 164. Section 164 of CRPC. दैट मीन्स ये कौन सा सेक्शन को कॉरेस्पॉन्ड करता है? सेक्शन ऊपर में लिख देती हूँ, सेक्शन 164 ऑफ CRPC. So section 164 of CRPC and section 183 of BNSS is very important because it covers the entire confession in the chapter, in the investigation chapter. In this case, the correct option would be option B. Okay, so now we to next question. Next question is our maintenance of a case diary. Okay, case diary by an investigating officer is mandatory under which section of BNSS? Options are section 190 of BNSS, section 191 of BNSS, section 192 of BNSS, and section 194 of BNSS. So in this case, the correct option would be option C. That means section 192 of BNSS. Okay, so section 192 of BNS is all about diary of proceedings in investigation. Diary of proceedings in investigation. Okay, section 192 of BNSS is all about the diary of proceedings in investigation, and this section corresponds to which section of CRPC? This section corresponds to section 172 of CRPC. Section 172 of CRPC. As per the provision of section 192 of BNSS, every police officer shall day by day enter his proceedings in the investigation in a diary. Okay, that means setting forth the time, setting forth time, the time when information reached to him, when information reached to him. Okay, then क्या record करेगा? Then the time at which he began the investigation. उसके बाद क्या करेगा? देखिए, the time, ये number 1 दीजिए, number 2 क्या करेगा? The time when he began the investigation. He began the investigation. Okay, and the setting for the time when he closed the investigation. When he closed the investigation. Okay, सो ये सब सभी कुछ वो क्या करेगा? वो रिकॉर्ड करेगा कहाँ पर? केस डायरी में. Okay, so as per the provision of section 192 of BNSS, maintenance of a case diary by an investigation officer is mandatory because under this section, the investigation officer, or we can say the police officer, day by day enter the proceedings. Okay, entire proceedings in the investigation. Okay, in a diary, and setting forth time when the information reached him, or we can say the time at which he began the investigation. Okay, he began the investigation and the time when he closed the investigation. So in this case क्या होगा? Option C would be the correct answer. Okay, option C would be the correct answer. Okay, so now moving to next question. देखिए, next question is our section 187 of BNSS authorizes remand of an accused person in which options are देखिए, police custody, judicial custody, either A or B, and neither. So as per the provision of section 187 of BNSS authorizes remand of an accused person in the correct option would be option C. That means either in police custody or either in judicial custody. Okay, so section 187, it's all about procedure when investigation cannot be completed in 24 hours. That means सेक्शन 187 का हेडिंग क्या दिया गया है? प्रोसीजर व्हेन इन्वेस्टिगेशन cannot be completed within 24 hours, cannot be completed within क्या? within 24 आवर्स. अगर इन्वेस्टिगेशन 24 आवर्स में कंप्लीट नहीं होता है, सो क्या क्या प्रोविजन दिया गया है अंडर BNSS. सो दिस सेक्शन 87 ऑफ BNS corresponds to which section of CRPC? So this section corresponds to section 167. Section 167 of CRPC, which is very very important section in our BNSS, that is section 187. ओके, सो देखिए एट फर्स्ट क्या होता है. देखिए जो रिमांड किया जाता है एक्यूज पर्सन को फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम कितना समय के लिए दिया जाता है? 15 डेज के लिए दिया जाता है. एट द वेरी फर्स्ट 15 डेज के लिए रिमांड में दिया जाता है अगर इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू कंप्लीट विद इन 24 आवर्स. ओके, देन उसके बाद क्या होता है? 90 डेज भी दिया जाता है और 60 डेज भी दिया जाता है. ओके, सो 90 दिया जाता है. सो 90 डेज कब दिया जाता है? If the offense punishable with death or imprisonment for life or imprisonment for a term exceeding 10 years or more, then magistrate may authorize the detention of the person beyond that 50. 60 days कब दिया जाता है? When the magistrate may authorize the detention of a person beyond 50. 60 days कब दिया जाता है? When the investigation relates to any other offense, that means other than offense which is punishable with death, imprisonment for life or imprisonment for a term exceeding 10 years. So in this case क्या होगा? Option C would be the correct answer. So now moving to next question. देखिए section 187 of BNSS is applicable during options are investigation, inquiry, trial, all of the above. So in this case the correct option would be option A. Okay, that means section 187 of BNSS is applicable during investigation. I already mentioned earlier that procedure when investigation cannot be completed within 24 hours. Investigation cannot be completed within 24 hours. So as per the provision of section 187 of BNSS is applicable during investigation when investigation cannot be completed within 24 hours. So in this case क्या होगा? Option A would be the correct answer. Okay, so now moving to next question. If a magistrate administers oath, okay, before recording the confession, the confessional statement is options are good in law and admissible in evidence, good in law and admissible in evidence only on corroboration, bad in law and inadmissible in evidence, and bad in law. क्या है? bad in law. Okay, so in this case क्या होगा? Correct option would be in law and inadmissible in evidence. Okay, bad in law and inadmissible in evidence. That means देखिए क्वेश्चन क्या है? क्वेश्चन में दिया गया है if a magistrate administers oath लेते हैं बिफोर रिकॉर्डिंग, अगर बिफोर रिकॉर्डिंग में कन्फेशन होता है, then the confessional statement, that means magistrate takes oath before recording the statement, then that confessional statement will be regarded as bad in law. Okay, bad in law and it will be inadmissible in evidence. Okay, so in this case क्या होगा? Option C would be the correct answer. So now moving to next question. Next question is देखिए next section 144 of the Bhratiya Nagarik Sanhita 2023 is applicable to options are Hindus, Muslims, Christian, all persons belonging to all religion. So in this case the correct option would be option D. That means section 144 of the Bhratiya Nagarik Suraksha BNSS होगा इधर. Okay, so as per the provision of section 144 of the Bhratiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 is applicable to all the person belonging to all religion. Okay, so section 144 is all about order for maintenance of wives, children and parents. क्या है? Order for maintenance of wives, children and parents. Okay, so this section corresponds to which section of CRPC? So this section corresponds to section 125 of CRPC. Section 125 of CRPC. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन है हम लोग का मेंटेनेंस का. सो दिस क्वेश्चन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये आ सकता है इस बार. ठीक है. सो सेक्शन 144 ऑफ BNSS टू सेक्शन 125 ऑफ द CRPC. ओके, सो इन दिस केस ऑप्शन D would be the correct answer. So now moving to next question. So the next question is court of session. Okay, court of session has the original jurisdiction to take cognizance of offence by virtue of which of the following sections? Sections are section 211 of BNSS, section 212 of BNSS, section 213 of BNSS, section 214 of BNSS. So in this case the correct option will be option C. That means section 213 of BNSS. Section 213 of BNSS it's all about cognizance of offences by court of session. Cognizance of offences. Cognizance of offences by court of session. Okay. So unless the case has been committed to it by the magistrate, that means court of session has the original jurisdiction to take the cognizance of offences as by virtue of which section as per section 213 of BNSS. Okay, and this section corresponds to which section of CRPC? This section corresponds to section 193 of CRPC. That means section 193 of CRPC and section 113 of BNSS is the same. Okay, so in this case क्या होगा? Option C would be the correct answer. So now moving to next question. Next question is our taking cognizance is options are a judicial function, an administrative function, and a supervisory function, both A and B. So in this case the correct option would be option A. That means taking cognizance is always a judicial function which is conducted by the magistrate. Which is conducted by the magistrate. Okay, so in this case क्या होगा? Option A would be the correct answer. Okay, so now moving to next question. Next question is our while taking the cognizance, the court takes the cognizance of which of the following options are the offense, the offender if there are more than one, the offender if there are more than one, and both A and B. So in this case the correct option would be option A. That means option A. That means while taking the cognizance, the court takes the cognizance of the offenses. Okay, not the offender. Okay, so in this case क्या होगा? Option A would be the correct answer. Okay, so now to next question, and this is the last question. See, the last question is our examination of witness in the absence of accused can be done under which section of BNSS? Options are section 334 of BNSS, section 335 of BNSS, section 336 of BNSS, section 337 of BNSS. So in this case the correct option would be option B. That means as per the provision of section 335 of BNSS, examination of witness can be done in the absence of the accused. Okay, so section 335 is all about record of evidence in absence of accused. That means record of evidence in absence of accused. Okay, and this section corresponds to which section of CRPC? This section corresponds to section 299 of CRPC, which is very important. If an accused person has absconded and there is no immediate prospect of arresting him, then in that case the court may examine the witness in the absence of the accused and record their depositions. Okay, so in this case kya hoga? Option B would be the correct answer. Okay, so this is for all today. If you like this lecture, please like this video and please don't forget to subscribe this channel. See you in the next video. Take care. Thank you.